Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to Frontliner YouTube channel. And as usual, I'm going to be your host, and thank you so much for your great support that you are showing me on this platform. And please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and also liking the video if you are meeting this channel for the first time. Thank you so much for that great support of the like and also subscription. Welcome to our analysis. Now, my fellow Kenyans, nakuambia kimeumana. Things are now boiling nicely under UDA party few hours ago after the senator of Kakamega County, Boni Khalwale, who is also a member of UDA, rejected to apologize after receiving a letter from Farouk Kibet, because we all understand that the senator of Kakamega County have been making the government of William Samoei Ruto accountable. He used to make the year party accountable so that the year party can deliver some of the things that they promised the people of Kenyans whenever they were campaigning. But today, amesema hapana, I can't apologize because he did not do something wrong by making the government, by making the year party accountable so that the year party can deliver to the people of Kenyans the way they promised the people of Kenyans whenever they were campaigning. I want you to watch this video of Clever's Malala rejecting the apology letter. And before you watch the video, please consider liking our videos. You can watch.
So far, he's the only presidential candidate to have garnered over 62-point-something% of the votes cast. But despite that huge popularity that he stood on to go into office, such a time, he was also facing the same storm by way of critiques coming from the opposition. The same critique was faced by Uhuru, and therefore I'm not surprised that President RUTO is currently on the chopping board, so to speak. Yeah.
You are chief whip majority,
yes.
And people will expect you to be supporting the government in literally everything, selling the agenda and all that. But lately you have been criticizing some of the things that are happening in the country. Why so?
It's a matter of choice. You can view yourself as a party supporter or an individual presidential supporter or a government supporter. You also have the choice to stand out as a leader in the nation. It is times like now when there's a lot of turbulence that leadership is required. Some of the supporters of the president will support him on everything and anything, which is good. But sometimes that is called sycophancy. The other supporters of the president and government and they are few, they'll support him for the right things and help him to speak to things that are not moving the country in the right direction. The person who is a sycophant is fighting for the president to be re-elected. But the person who is critiquing the way you have described me not only wants the president to be re-elected, but he wants the country to be moved to the next level. I therefore have no regrets on the many occasions that I've pointed out how things could have been done better. I have no apologies to make for reminding the president that we entered an MOU when we decided to support him. The terms and conditions of the MOU are known. The roads, the hospitals, our institutions, both of business, institutions of governance, and learning institutions, were on the menu. So when I remind him about those things, the people who are surprised are the Johnny come lately from Azimio, because them they came to eat. As we met with we agreed with the president that we must serve the nation. So, for example, the first time I criticized the government was when it made a decision that they were going to privatize sugar companies. I refused, because there's no way ancestral land, 12.5 hectares in Mumias nucleus farm, 24.5 hectares in Zoya nucleus farm. There's no way you're going to privatize and then give it to some Windy or whoever it is to own that ancestral land without us maintaining our stake. I would have betrayed the leaders from our community who came before us.
So that is the statement from the Senator of Kakamega County, Boni Khalwale, who is also a member of UDA party and really played a very, very big role during the campaign in the last general election to make sure that William Samoei Ruto was being elected. So right now there is a serious confusion between inside ODM party together with the government of William Samoei Ruto, because right now many leaders are now trying to distance themselves from William Samoei Ruto's government because of the challenges and the pressure that opposition leaders are now piling and the incitement from opposition to the people of Kenyans ahead of 2027 election. Remember that right now, opposition leaders are now campaigning against the government of William Samoei Ruto, inciting the people of Kenyans to stop focusing on the government of William Samoei Ruto and also to vote against this government of William Samoei Ruto ahead of 2027 election. So it's like that the leaders under UDA party are now sensing a danger. Because Rigathi Gachagua was impeached. Cleophas Malala, who was the secretary of UDA party, alishaenda. Mithika Linturi, who was the CS of agriculture, alitolewa. Justin Muturi pia alitolewa. Oruoba alitolewa. Kuna mwingine hapa. Almost 10 leaders. Moses Kuria pia alishatolewa juzi. Kwani nini naendelea hapa kwa UDA party? Why is it that people are now afraid of their own party? What is happening in ODM is the same as things that are now happening in UDA party. Even in ODM, there is a total of confusion and disagreement. So both of them are having a problem with their party leader and also with their colleagues because they are busy attacking one another left, right, and center. So that one is a clear indication that many leaders are going to dump UDA and ODM so that they can join WAMUNYORO, Rigathi Gachagua's party, that is now gaining popularity and momentum, and also is also the wave in the Republic of Kenya that is also giving President William Samoei Ruto a sleepless night ahead of 2027 election on what Ruto can do. Ruto have also tried to use economic empowerment to win the hearts of the people of Kenyans. Things are still not working because Kenyans are still complaining that economic empowerment is not real. The government is playing with their minds. So if you see people like Boni Khalwale rejecting the government of William Samoei Ruto, their own party, just understand that the political class in the Republic of Kenya between opposition leaders and Kenya Kwanza government have already taken its shape ahead of 2027 election. And what is remaining right now is the work that is remaining is on the hands of the people of Kenya to decide if they really need change in the Republic of Kenya in the next general election in 2027. And that one can only happen if we done away with the legacy politician, if we can bury this issue of tribalism, if we can bury tribalism card, this country can be far away in terms of development project, improvement of our economy, and many other challenges that the people of Kenyans are undergoing through the government of Ruto or through those previous governments that Kenyans have been witnessing different challenges. But without burying a tribalism card, we will still continue suffering. Hiyo naye nawaambia ukweli, hata kama wanasiasa wengine watajitokeza criticize hii serikali ya Bwana William Samoei Ruto, bado tutaenda tu kwa street because those are the people that have messed up with our economy. The tribalism is the cause of the problem and the challenges that the people of Kenyans are undergoing. So that is what is happening, ladies and gentlemen. where there is a total confusion under UDA party. Because even as I'm talking to you right now, there is a looming plan to kick out Professor Kithure Kindiki as soon as possible so that William Samoei Ruto can have Kalonzo. It's either Chukwe Kalonzo ama the governor of Homa Bay County, Gladys Wanga, ahead of 2027 election. But take it to the bank, Kindiki will not be the running mate of William Samoei Ruto in the next general election because, number one, Kindiki does not have a voice that Kenyans can listen to. Kindiki does not know how to mobilize crowd. Huh? Kindiki was selected as the deputy president, but not elected. So you need to differentiate between elected deputy president and selected. So Kindiki does not have a voice under UDA party to question anything against their party or against their party or their rogue government. So things are getting more complicated under William Samoei Ruto's government because of his own problems that he created after getting into power. Tuonane baadaye.